so the first thing I'm gonna have, which I cannot pronounce, is cheese-filled fiocchetti with pink sauce. So it says on the back of the bag for stovetop to use some oil. So I'm gonna be measuring the oil using about half of a serving, which would be about 7.5 milliliters. So I'm gonna be cooking this in a pan. Okay, so I have half a serving of oil, and this is how it looks frozen. Okay, you guys, so I'm finished, and I cooked this down a lot, like a lot, because I like my food to be cooked. So a lot of the oil that was already originally in the sauce, and plus the oil that I added, is like still in the pan. But regardless, this is 930 calories. So on a day where I was trying to stick below 2000, I would not be eating this. And if I did choose to do so, I'd probably only have like half a serving with like a ton of broccoli or something. Okay, so really quickly, let's do a taste test. That's good. So I'm gonna easily give this like an 8.5 out of 10. I'm gonna go eat this. Oh, I need a drink. Hold on. So I'm gonna be having a water and a diet green tea Lipton mixed berry. So good. I'm hungry and I want to eat. So I had this last night and it was so freaking good, and I'm gonna have it again. So let's get into it. So the things you need: bagels. I'm just using the Thomas brand because my girlfriend's name is Thomas. Green onions, which some people call them scallions, aka myself. Bacon and cream cheese. So I've been hearing that people are actually cooking their bacon in the microwave from raw. So I don't feel too bad about putting my bacon in the microwave. I do get the fully cooked thick bacon. I prefer it. I think it tastes better. So I'm gonna put that in the microwave now. Next, I'm going to take 2 scallions and I'm actually going to wash them under cold water. Be right back. I'm gonna cut the tips because no one wants that. And then I'm just gonna cut them. You can do it in whatever size you want. I'm telling you, this is so good. I am like, in love. Then I'm gonna take a plate here, get out my bagel, and I'm just gonna put cream cheese on one side. So I'm just gonna smear it around. I hate the word smear. What about you guys? I also hate the word spore. Oh my God. I think it's also because I know what a spore is. Freaking disgusting. All right, I'm gonna go put this stuff in the fridge. So on the side where I put the cream cheese, I'm going to put my scallion. Oh my gosh, this is so good, you guys. I genuinely highly recommend, and I don't like raw tomatoes, like ew, they make me gag. But if you like raw tomatoes, I also feel like a slice of raw tomato with this would be really good. So I take my bacon and I also put it on top here. Now I'm gonna go wash my hands because they're greasy. And then there we go. So this is honestly super simplistic, but it has a ton of flavor. This genuinely took me 2 seconds to make. Let's try it. Cheers. So good. This literally makes me do the happy dance. And then for my morning coffee, I'm gonna have a diet cherry Coca-Cola. And by the way, my nail broke off. Yep, yes it did. That's not really part of what I ate today, so I'll share that in my vlog, how that happened. All right, I'm about to go eat this, and I'll see you guys for my next meal. Okay, guys, so I'm just doing some editing, and I'm craving some chocolate. I have not shied away from the fact that I am absolutely craving chocolate. I'm gonna have 3 of these little mini, and I'm saying mini. Like, look how tiny. They're just little itty bitty guys. And they're honestly so good. It's just milk chocolate with like this creamy milk cream stuff in the middle. Wow, I described that perfectly, didn't I? And then I'm also gonna have 3 of these like itty bitty little Milky Way minis and a little itty bitty Snicker, huh? And then with my chocolate, I'm gonna have another Diet Coke, cherry. Well, not Diet Coke, but Coke Zero, but same thing. I genuinely don't know the difference between Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Like, yeah, they taste different, but like, what's actually the difference? I don't know. All right, you guys, so it is time for my last little meal. It's kind of like a meal snack type deal. So we have some Doritos, cottage cheese, and a string cheese. I'm apparently a cheese girl. I'm telling you, dipping your Doritos in cottage cheese, It's so good. And then I also like to take a bite of string cheese and then a bite of a Dorito. Also, so good. This definitely hits the spot for me. And then for my drink, we have a Sprite Zero. So I've been awake for a few hours and I'm not really feeling like a full-fledged meal, which this is a meal, but I'm feeling like snacky foods. So I'm having 6 slices of this salami. I'm having a few Triscuits, a few Wheat Thins, and 2 of these wee brie cheeses. They're so good. I'm also going to be having a cherry zero sugar Coca-Cola. Keep in mind, I will not be showing all my drinks because I forget. I'm about to show you guys the perfect bite. Triscuit with the brie cheese. Rip half of this guy here. Smear it. There we go. Perfect bite. All right, you guys, so it is time for my next meal. So I usually do not cook after I come home from bingo. So I decided to get this restaurant called BJ's. So I just got this grilled chicken sandwich. So it looks like this. There's onion, lettuce, aioli, and avocado. And then you also get a side. So out of all the sides, I chose mixed fruit, and I also chose a side of Brussels sprouts. So that is what I'm about to eat. I'm sorry, but this fruit looks so good right now. We have pineapple, which is my favorite, strawberry, which is my second favorite, and grapes. This sandwich is so messy, but I've had it before. It's really good. Let me take off the tomato. I usually am like creeped out by grilled chicken, especially from like restaurants, but this grilled chicken is delicious. Like you can literally tell it's just like cut from a rotisserie chicken. It's so good. And then something about these Brussels sprouts, I mean any Brussels sprouts good, but damn, these are good. All right, so next thing I'm having are 2 of these pulled pork tamales. It's $3.40 for one of them, so $680 for 2, which so far I've had 1,960 calories today. All right, so here it is finished. So let's do a taste test. I'm hoping that it's good. I do love me a tamale. Yep, that's tasty. That might be a 10 out of 10 for me. I do love Tapatio. You guys know me, like Tapatio girly pop. So I do want to try it with Tap. A lot of people ask why I like Tapatio so much. I actually grew up with it. I've just used it as my go-to hot sauce since I was literally like 8 years old. I did have a sriracha era, but I love Tapatio. Yep. So we're about to So with this, I am just having a mini can of Sprite Zero. All right, you guys, it is now time for my next meal. I am making tacos. We have some heated oil here. I cut up some white onion. I love onion, cooked and raw on my tacos. So I'm also gonna save some raw. Mix this around a bit. Now I'm going to add ground turkey. To the ground turkey, I am going to add pepper and garlic salt. Now I'm gonna spend some time just breaking it down. Now I'm going to add some minced garlic. So I'm going to let this cook and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that it is cooked, I'm gonna add some of this taco seasoning here. So I never use the full pack unless I need to. Really, it just depends on my mood. So I don't like my tacos to be cold. So I like salsa, but I don't want cold salsa on my tacos. That's just like low-key weird. So I add salsa to my taco meat, and I'm telling you, it's so good. And then also I add corn. So let me mix that up a bit. I'm gonna turn down the heat. So the corn and salsa definitely add volume. Plus it just tastes good. And I will be having tacos tomorrow as well, so I wanted leftovers. I also want some spice, so I'm gonna add tapatio. Now I'm gonna mix it, let all of this cook a little bit together, and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, you guys, I will be having 3 tacos. I am gonna make one with you guys so you can just see how I do it. So I am using these stand and stuff shells. They're hard shells, which is what I prefer. And I put the 3 in the microwave to warm them up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is add some shredded lettuce, but I personally like to add it first because it prevents the bottom of the shell from getting like super soggy. Now I am going to add the meat. Oh my God, this looks and smells so freaking good. And then I'm gonna use some of this Fiesta blend cheese, just a little bit here on top, and add some raw onion on top. I love onion. I'm sure you guys can tell. All right, so here are my tacos. One of the shells, by the way, broke before I even microwaved them, so that's what that is. But boy, do I make a mess when I cook. I'm telling you, I am the messiest cooker there is, and there is so much left over. I might have to like figure out a few meals of what I can do with this, and I'm sure I can come up with something. All right, you guys, let's try it. That is so fucking good. I like using shells because not only do I prefer the crunch, I prefer the taste, and they're a lot less calorie over like regular soft tacos. And with this, I will be having a Sprite Zero. So much easier opening a can without this damn nail. Okay, so the next thing I'm having is a serving of these rice cakes, which is 30 grams. So I already have that measured. You actually get a lot for a serving, not gonna lie. And then I will be having 6 of these olives. One of them is 25 calories. Then I'm just having 1 pack. This pack, I just have it opened. It's just some salami sticks, which look like that. They're actually super good. Okay, so last minute, I decided to just have 4 olives because I realized that they're pretty big. They're stuffed with garlic and jalapeno. So for this plate, it does come out to 350 calories. Honestly, this salami, I know it looks weird, but it's the best texture and it tastes so good. And you really do get a lot of these little thingies. And you guys know that I love a crunch.